Welcome everyone to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today is October the 25th, 2019, and I am conducting my bi-weekly astrological reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, welcome to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you very much for subscribing, or thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope you subscribe. Should you find that the videos resonate with you. Otherwise, if you've already been here, thank you very much for all the love and support that you've shown me thus far. Now, I'm doing your reading a little bit differently here today, Sagittarius. I'm calling this reading the Deep Moon Insight. Okay, the Deep Moon Insight. So I am using the Moon deck. Okay, this is providing some very, very beautiful readings. I use this deck in most of my readings. I think they just get kind of lost a little bit kind of through all the different cards that I use because I have a little different decks. And I was okay, fair enough. I kept trying to I was gonna do like some different cards as well with these ones, but I find that they're actually giving me like this long this reading. So hey, this is great. I'm gonna go with this here. Okay, so down at the bottom of the deck, I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. So things could feel as though energy is a little bit disruptive here at the moment. Okay, whatever that means. So this card here, I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. This is Eight of Pentacles energy. And I tried to flip it up in the upright like twice, 3 times, but it keeps kind of telling me it's reversed. Now, I don't necessarily read reversal readings unless it's like blatantly like. So this could be indicating to me that there could have been a recent like loss of job. You guys could be feeling kind of a little bit just like as though maybe the passion that you once had for your position or your career just isn't necessarily there anymore. And I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. This is indicating that some of you guys kind of want to break free a little bit from that. And now this could be kind of taking that step out on your own as well, because I have unlimited potential and I claim my purpose. All I need is within me. So this is indicating to me like this is Queen of Wands energy coming through, very strong Sagittarius energy as well, kind of coming through. But it's indicating to me that it's like you have this big purpose. Okay, you have so much creativity, you have so much talent, and I think you've spent a lot of time giving that out towards other people that you've kind of lost that like that you've lost giving it to yourself. And this is where I think maybe some of you guys are feeling as though the passion has kind of faded or fizzled. This could be in a relationship as well too. Love and career kind of go hand in hand. So it's a general reading that kind of fits a little bit differently for everyone here. But again, you've remained like if you've been with this partner, you've been remained devoted for so long to this person. And I just don't necessarily think that this person has necessarily reciprocated that too much for you. Yeah, definitely not. They haven't reciprocated that for you. They've been kind of, maybe some of them have made you feel stuck as well. I allow stillness to heal and reveal, and I'm on the right path and divinely guided. Like feeling stuck, like so you could be feeling as though you can't necessarily get over this person. But I think what this is saying to me is that like deep down, you have to kind of work on this inner person, this inner child, maybe. Because I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. And it was followed by healthy boundaries, keep me centered and balanced. Okay, so really kind of coming through with some calming. Perhaps some of you guys are going through like a meditative uh, cycle as well, where you guys are really focusing on things like yoga or holistic healing, um, this sort of energies as well, because it's like you don't see yourself like this. You don't see yourself like this. I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. Like you might be coming into that energy where you're starting to realize your power, realize who you are. And I think that this is why you've been in some sort of connection, work, family, friends, love, whatever it is. You've been in this connection that just hasn't necessarily given you what you've wanted, right? Which is honestly, some of you guys see yourselves as a lone wolf. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. So it's like, okay, if I can't be with that right person, well, I'm not going to be with anybody. I'm going to be with me. Um, this sort of energy is kind of like coming through. But meanwhile, you have this inner voice. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion, really, really looking for a partnership. And longing for that here, just a little bit. Like some of you have been alone for a while. Okay, have been alone for a while. So the idea of like opening up to another partner as well makes you feel a bit uneasy. Could also be coming through with that, like not necessarily certain of it, especially if I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. There's kind of like this idea of pregnancy here. So if you have somebody in your environment who's wanting you to get pregnant, then you're definitely kind of like you're like a proceed with caution type thing. You're like, I don't know if I need that right now type thing. Um, because it's like healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And it's very, very important for you, Sagittarius, to remember that, right? Because this is all about healthy boundaries. This is about the boundaries for other people in your life, and this is about the boundaries for yourself as well. Because I do have conscious eating nourishes me here as well. And this is all about healthy choices. And this is healthy choices in your day-to-day consumption, but it's also healthy choices in your friends, in your people that you're in your soul tribe, right? um and this is again all about talking about like standing in your power with this. I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. Standing within that and kind of saying, hey, look, I'm no longer going to be a doormat to you. And like, so this could be a revolving door relationship, also somebody who kind of comes in and out of your life as they please. And you're like, no, not anymore. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Like you're going to be kind of cutting this off at the knees a little bit here and saying, hey, look, no, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Like you kind of know, like you know what's going on. You have an instinct. You're a fire sign, so you have that natural kind of like the knowing, the intuition. Um, that plays against you, that plays against you in many ways. With I allow stillness to heal and reveal. Sometimes you jump to conclusions based on these instincts, and honestly, your instincts are often right. This doesn't necessarily mean that they need acting on all the time, right away, type thing. So you maybe have been difficult to other people in the past as well, because again, you like this is probably it's part of your background. Like you're naturally kind of bred to be reactive. But I'm inclined to pull out like both of these cards here because it's like there's a wolf here and I guess like a foxy, like wolfy, like type energies, right? So you guys probably have like a pet that you keep very, very close to you, maybe even one that kind of goes everywhere with you as well. Um, but this is also talking to me about that higher power, that higher intuition. And especially with like my dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. Like this is again, you probably receive intuitive psychic dreaming, this sort of thing. Okay, so it's like you kind of know how things are, you know how things are going to be. Um, and I think right now, part of the challenge that you're going through is really seeing this as like you know your bigger picture. Okay, you know your bigger picture. You know you want a family, these sort of things. Okay, but it's kind of it's a little bit different than how things are right now. So there's definitely some insecurity that it's like okay, it's not going to come through the way that I want it to type thing, or this is just like again I have to accept it, I have to accept that this is how things are. But I really like I think you need to move away from that energy and really move into this is like okay, I don't have to accept anything for how they are, I can create everything for what I want it to be. Right, and again it's finding that confidence in yourself here. And as like if you're dealing with a person or relationship, then this is certainly like this is what this is supposed to teach you. Okay, this is supposed to bring you into this power. Yeah, because I'm on the right path and divinely guided, right? Like this is kind of divine feminine energy, so you could be dealing with a twin flame, right? And again, this is why I get the sensation that this person comes and goes as they please in their life, but you have this belief, this sensation that they're your soulmate, or that they're like they're the person that you're supposed to be with, and they're in your bigger picture. Okay, they're in your dreams. Um, all of these sort of things, okay, but again, like you're giving this person like you've given this person way too much of your time and effort. Because it's like with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of, well, this is Eight of Pentacles energy, but it's in the reverse. Like you've put all the work in, but they're not putting the work in. They're not putting the energy in, not on that level. And that's why I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. And this doesn't necessarily mean that like you're not going to get that person. It just necessarily, like, it just means that like this person has to rise to your vibration, to your level. But first, you have to realize what level, what frequency you actually vibrate on, right? You see this, I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. You see like the vibration lines like coming from her, okay? And this is through meditation. This is definitely through meditation, especially with this healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced, okay? So seeing those two cards together is indicating to me like the Hanged Man energy, and it's Buddha's energy, right? Buddha sat under the tree of enlightenment for 8 weeks. During that time, he was delivered temptation on a silver platter, and chose not to take it. And it was that which reached him his enlightenment. Okay, so I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. Here, it's just kind of again indicating to me that like you're coming to that realization, you're coming to that point, where like you're realizing your divine feminine energies, and you're realizing that, because it's like this person, okay, this person who you're really thinking of very very strongly is a pattern in your life. Okay, you've always had someone like this who's come in, right? And this is where again you're realizing where you need to heal. You're realizing what part of you that you need to heal, so that you can become at peace with yourself. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. This could be indicating to me that some of you guys are reconnecting with faith. Reconnecting with faith here. Now, this could be what brought you to this video, but this just generally talking to me about um, like you could be going to church, you could be going to like a mosque or something like that's okay, or just again kind of connecting with nature and praying in your own way. With this, okay. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. What was I saying? You're not realizing your value here. You're not realizing your value, or you haven't realized your value. And now as you continue to kind of work on that, and you're like the light is kind of shining in here just a little bit, and it's cracking you open little by little, and this is why again you're going to be so radiant, so radiant. For some of you, this is talking about kind of, okay, you know what, I want the body that I want, and working towards that through like physical activity and healthy eating, and kind of like shedding pounds. Now, others of you guys feel yourself kind of putting them on, and it's kind of worrying you a little bit here. But either way, it's kind of like, I think the important message is to be confident and comfortable in who you are, and knowing that you can present that at any given point in time to any person. You don't deserve a person who walks all over you and treats you as like as an option, somebody who's always going to be there, no matter what type thing. It's like, and again, I see this as you've been very, very taken advantage of, very, very taken advantage of. But my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. See, like this is where I see this kind of coming around first full circle on you, because it's like, okay, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. It's because now you recognize the pattern in this, and doesn't have to be relationship, could be career. Don't know how it's resonating for you, but it's really just kind of talking like you're recognizing that now, right? And realizing, hey, look, um, this person was actually like meant to come into my life to ignite my divine feminine energies, this beautiful like powerful self that I have, um, within me here. And like I also get the sensation, Sagittarius, you're cooking something up. This could be actually like a meal. But this is like there's an idea, okay, that you're cradling and that you've been kind of holding back on. This could be writing a book, or some kind of creative endeavor that you have going on. But you've been holding it back a little bit. Like again, you don't want judgment from other people. Um, this sort of thing, or maybe like you just haven't necessarily felt as though the time has been right. You may be lacking of a muse here at the moment as well, because it's just kind of saying to me that um, like you've been putting a lot of effort and energies into a relationship or into something that's not working. And I think this idea now that you've been cradling, it's now time to nourish that idea and really feed that idea. Okay, so it's time, it's time. If you have a book that you've been kind of creating in your head, it's time to put pen to paper, and get down to that. And it also too, like this healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced, making sure that you're making time for all of the things that you need. This is your creative projects. Um, this is your love, your career, whatever's going on. This is the people around you as well. Like, okay, like, make sure your friends aren't taking more of your time than necessary, or even like your parents. And it's like, okay, um, it may sound weird or sound bad, but it's like you need a schedule. You need a schedule here, Sagittarius, because it's like, but you need to schedule in time for yourself, time for yourself. And this could be time for workouts, time for like nature walks as well. I kind of see that coming through here. There's a lot of earth energy coming through here for you. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Also another fire sign, so another Aries, Sagittarius, or another Sagittarius, sorry, Aries or Leo kind of coming through here for you. Um, but yeah, see again with these animals that are around you. This is your like this can also be kind of like an imaginary friend, but that's that creative voice inside of you, and it's definitely like when I have the Princess of Wands in my spiral tarot that I have, she's like sitting there with her wand talking to a dragon. So you kind of have this connection, and it's a divine connection, but it also infuses your creative talents. You have this like wild imagination, and this is what I'm saying. Channel this energy into a book, even a movie as well. Okay, so for some of you, this is talking about going through acting classes as well, because it's like you have this, and again, both of these faces are wearing like makeup. Okay, so I can see that as being like an actor's thing, and it doesn't necessarily mean classes. Maybe you don't even need classes because like you can just improvise, type thing. So it's just again channeling that energy, male or female. Okay, realizing who you are, and realizing that you really have like so much potential to fulfill, so much potential to fulfill. So for some of you, what I'm seeing is a very, very comedic actor. This could be somebody that you're watching and it is inspiring you. Um, but this could also be who you are, right? Somebody who can just kind of get on stage, roll with it, and comedian too, like especially with I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. This is kind of like again a comedian would pick on those things about themselves, right? But and part of that's kind of like a healing who we are. Like, okay, well, I can come to terms with this, but it's just gonna make everyone laugh in the process, right? But again, healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. It's on the other side of things too. Don't listen to negative feedback is what I'm hearing, right? And honestly, like there's haters out there. So there's going to be people who snicker behind your back, or people who put negative comments online that seem directed towards you, and they may be and they may not be, I don't know. But again, don't like it's all about like being like, no, you know what, I'm better than that. I'm rising above all of that, and I'm going to be stepping into a period of time of success, because it's like when with I craft my core desires with certainty and ease, it came up in the reverse, and I tried to flip it up more than once. But when you put the proper energy of something, okay, and this becomes upright, it's almost unlimited in terms of what you can achieve. Almost unlimited. And like I said, I see somebody here who is going to go very, very far with whatever this is. Okay, once you start feeding that idea, it's a monster, it's a beast, it's going to grow, and it's going to expand. It's going to expand, and with it, you are going to as well. So if you're feeling like this, I allow stillness to heal and reveal. For swords energy kind of going through at the moment, then this is just sort of take that time that you need to replenish and to build it, like charge your batteries, Charge your batteries here, Sagittarius. Get connected with who you are. Take a visit home. Okay, take a visit home for some of you that's coming through. Um, be grateful. Be grateful for all of this because again, it's really like you have so much coming for you that you don't even know, and you have so much worry that's completely irrelevant right now. And this is what this is saying. You're right where you need to be. I'm on the right path and divinely guided. So, Sagittarius, this concludes your bi-weekly deep moon insight reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you all on the next video. Bye.